Hello everybody. In this short video, I want to address some useful tips that students can follow or take into account in order to improve their English. Because this is a concern to many of you. I often hear this question from my students and they ask me, what can I do? How can I improve my English? I feel lost at university. I'm not able to catch up. So basically, the first thing that we need to do is to make sure that we are able and that we can immerse ourselves in the language. Now, what do I mean by this? I mean that you need to feel the language. You need to know its culture. It's not enough just to know the pronunciation or to know the grammar, but you need to know how people use the language in their daily conversations. That is in real life. Now, how can we do that? A useful thing or a useful tip would be to listen to podcasts. It's important for you as students to listen for podcasts at least 30 minutes a day, because in these podcasts you hear native speakers using the language, talking about daily activities. I would recommend you, in fact, to check the podcasts by the British Council. They're so useful and they can help you to know how the language is used in reality in a natural way. Something else that I would recommend you to do is to know more about collocations. That is, words that are usually used together. So, for instance, you don't want to say, I want to complete my degree, which is literal to some extent. And we have something very similar to it in Arabic, which is بدي أكمل شهادتي. But instead, in English, you can say, I want to obtain a degree, or I want to pursue my studies. Now, where can you access these collocations? There are so many websites, but one of them is English Club. I would recommend you to check that website and to see the collocations and how they are used. It's not enough just to see them, but you want to use them. So you want in your daily conversations with your friends to use any of these collocations and to make it like a habit for you to apply them or to use them whenever you can, because this will help you to be able to retrieve them easily whenever you want. Something else that you probably do, but it's important that we do it the right way, is while you are watching movies or while you are watching TV series, it's not enough just to depend on translation. That is, I don't want you to read the translation from English into Arabic, because that will distract you. You'll focus just on the translation and you will not be able to improve your listening skills. Instead, what I want you to do is to have the captions or subtitles enabled, which would make it possible for you to know words that you don't know and also to look them up to see how they are spelled and to know their correct pronunciation and how they are used. Once you collect these words, you need to find synonyms for them. By synonyms, I mean a word that has the same meaning or another word that has the same meaning, because this will enable you to expand your vocabulary. All right? So it's not enough just to take words. You need to make sure that you learn them and learn how they are used and that you know the context for them. Alrighty. Next, try to group these words into themes. That is, let's say you have learned 50 or 20 words related to business. I need in my notebook to have maybe a section that is for business English, another one for medical English, a third one maybe for technology. So we don't want the words to be scattered around, because that would make it extremely difficult for you to retrieve these words when you want to. However, if you organize them into themes, it will be easier for you to remember each word and where that word appears in your notebooks. I will be sharing with you more tips later, but I wanted to start with these. Thank you so much for listening and have a good day.